Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We are back on Kubota Farm in East Vineland, New Jersey. And should I say, happy expansion pack week. Wow. um, I'm recording this the day of the expansion pack release, Tuesday, and you're watching this on a Wednesday, so it would have already been out, and some of you probably already have the expansion pack. I haven't had much of a chance to even look at it, if I'm being honest. I loaded up Silver Run and took a little look around. I must say the first thing that struck me was how pretty the map is. It is a beautiful map. I think Giants really has done a nice job with the map. The equipment is, yeah, it's cool to see some new forestry equipment. I will say that for certain. I did take a few minutes to grab a forwarder. Is that what they're called? I have the expansion pack loaded here. And is it this one or this one? It's one of these two. I think it might be this one that you get straight off the bat in Silver Run. And I took this bad boy over to the woods straight away and tried cutting a couple trees. And I will say I was exceptionally impressed with how easy it was to use this machine. I I don't know. I don't recall it being that easy to operate these. Uh, I don't know. Are these called forwarders? I forget what they're called. But anyways, yeah, I was impressed. That's really the only thing I tried was cutting a couple of trees um, with this thing, and super easy. So I don't know. It's given me a little tickle. It's given me a little tickle to say, hey, maybe I want to do a little bit more logging, and try it out. But the reason also, and just bear with me on this episode, it might be a little bit hit and miss on what works and what doesn't. But I'm starting over here in the sheep pen because I wanted to show y'all something I was playing around with just for a couple minutes. You can see here I bought a shovel. Now there's a shovel mod in the Giants in-game mod hub. I believe it is cross-platform. There's our shovel. And I'm just going to come over here. It's going to be a little cheaty because we're going to get a little bit of free grass out of this. Nothing big though. And we're going to grab a bale of grass. And I want a little 100-liter so that A, it's not a lot of work, and B, it's not super cheaty. So we're just going to use power tools to grab us a 100-liter bale of grass. Now, typically, you pick it up, toss it there, whatever you want to dispose of it in there. Feed the sheep, be on your way. But there's another mod that came out today. It'll be yesterday for when you watch this. It's the Cut Bales Open mod. And you hit the C key, and it cuts your bale open. Now, I did find a little bit of a bug, and that's this. I only wanted one 100-liter bale. It cut one open, and it gave me a freebie. And I can't cut this one open. No matter what I try, I can't cut this one open. So I think it's a little bit of a bug. I don't see any errors or anything, but I would call that a little bit of a bug. We'll just give that to the sheep. So Brad, why are you doing this? Because if we walk over and we grab our little shovel mod, I just thought this was kind of fun. And this is the hardest part, is trying to get it so that it's kind of, you don't have to do what I'm doing, but man, everything's backwards. My brain does not work this way. Okay, so we've got our shovel. We come up and we shovel up our grass and we bring it over and unload it, empty our shovel. That's it. Now, some of you might be saying to yourselves right now, that was totally not worth it. I don't know, but there's something fun about that. I find a little bit satisfying. So yeah, that's the shovel mod and the cut open bale mod, and they are both in the in-game Giants mod hub. I think they're both cross-platform. I apologize, I didn't pay attention when I grabbed them, but I think they are. I don't think either one of them. Hello, Bambi. I don't think get. Don't even think about it. I didn't think to look at it when I grabbed those mods, but the real purpose of why we're here today is this bad boy and this bad boy. And I thought, you know what? We need to start working on some silage. Yeah. So let's go ahead and unwrap some of this bunker. Got some extra grass. Actually, we could probably grab our shovel and grab this grass. And no, too much. Well, no, too much work. Bad idea, Brad. Bad idea. Let's run over, and we need that trailer. And we need a tractor. Will our little M6 do the job? Let's try it. Let's see if our little guy will do the job. Hope everybody's doing well, though. Having a great week so far. We're halfway there. Hump day. My week has gone down pretty good so far, actually. Work has been busy, but that's okay. The days go a little bit faster that way. I will apologize up front if there's an occasional little bit of hiccup and stuttering. I made a couple changes to my graphic settings, and some graphic settings that you change don't impact your shader cache, and some graphic settings do impact shader cache. And I made a couple changes that impacted my shader cache, and it's rebuilding again. You all know how much of a fan I am of the name that shall not be named. Let's just bring this guy. I don't know what the best option is here for him. The only thing about putting the bunker silo here is I really didn't leave us a ton of room on the ends to work, but we'll just see if this works for now. And I'm curious to see how our little Kubota does with picking up this. Now, the only thing, like I mentioned last time, is if this looks like it's going to take 1.5 years to empty, we might end up leasing a bigger wheel loader. Yeah, it's not going to let me grab both, is it? Duh. So let's just grab our grass. And I think I know where we can take it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know some little sheep that would like to have this grass. So let's take it on over to our sheep pen. I'm going to try and play and yap at the same time. What? Oh, okay. I was going to say, what? What do you mean it can't? This action cannot be performed here. It does. That is grass, right? It dumps some. Well, that's weird, isn't it? Maybe I just am not hitting the trigger. Must not be hitting the trigger exactly right. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that shader cache thing. So, oh, here's some on the end down here. We might as well grab this junk going down here too. Junk. We might as well grab this grass while we're here and get it out of the way. Right? Can we do that, Brad? Yeah, we can actually. Good. So, like I said, there are certain things. There are certain. Now this is on PC. I'm pretty sure it doesn't impact consoles, but on PC there are certain graphic settings, excuse me, that will impact your shader cache, and there's some that won't. And one of them is shadow quality. One of them is shader quality, which should be probably kind of obvious. I can't remember what the other ones are. But if you make adjustments to those, man, my throat. After you have built your shader cache up and after your game is running pretty smooth, if you make changes to those, unfortunately, is that grass right there, or is that just part of the pavement? I don't know what that is. you're going to get some hiccups. You're going to get some stutters for a bit. So just be aware of that. It's kind of a shame that it does that, but it does. I see also patch 1.8.2 came out. I think that was a couple days ago, if I remember correctly. Came out before the expansion pack. Okay, Mr. Mouse. Work with me here. Let's see if... Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. We do have a bit of a problem. Let's try. It's gonna lift the whole front end up, or it's gonna it's gonna bring the trailer over. I guess that kind of works. I mean, real life that would not be good at all, but I guess it kind of works. I think I need to speed my mouse up a bit because I'm having to kind of reach quite a bit to get this thing to move as far as I want it to. That's more of a technical issue on my end than anything. Yeah, I tell you what, this might take longer than I anticipated, just because of the bucket size. I mean, it's the little Kubota that can. I mean, there's no question about that. This little guy doesn't seem to stop for much of anything. I'll give him credit for that. Yeah, my mouse is just not set up to be fast enough to... I have to really move it a lot to get the... to raise and lower the bucket. And unfortunately, this Razer mouse does not have on-the-fly speed setting changes, so I might have to... I'll fix it for our next episode. And I'll just do the old drag mouse routine here. Might need to go talk to our buddy Fred about getting a more substantial wheel loader for this activity, because I'll tell you, it's not also helping that this bucket is only 2,000 liters, I think. If we had a little ramp, it would help too. You know, get the little Kubota up on a little ramp. Let's try another bucket load. So we are getting 2,000 liters. I remember the old days, I would just oftentimes set up a course plate course for this and at the biogas plant and let course play just go to town. At least it's not hard to do, and it's emptying nicely. It's picking up and emptying nicely. It's just unfortunate that it's only 2,000 liters. Boy, doing this first person. Let's see if we can wreck something first person. All right, so I'm gonna go until I hit the trailer. Oh no, no, back up just a little bit. All right. That's so bad. That's so bad. I can't. Yeah, that's not good. All right, little Kubota, you stay right here for a second. I mean, I'm proud of you. I am. Trust me. This is nothing against you personally. You're awesome. But 2,000 liters a shot, and you're a little short. So let's go over here. I guess I didn't need to come over here to do this, but we'll set up a delivery point. And, you know, go big or go home, right? And let's... Oh, that's right. I was going to look into getting a telehandler. For us. All right, we'll deal with that later. So a wheel loader. Oh, 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 mama. Daddy likes this Volvo, right? From the Platinum expansion pack. We might do that. Oh, look at that Mamba Jamba right there. That's a bit much for our farm, but oh, that's gorgeous. Giants. Giants is killing it on their models, aren't they? Look at how nice that looks. That looks amazing. I did add this. That's right. I added this lizard. I added this lizard because you can do the orange. It's not Kubota orange, but it's the closest thing I could find. And I thought this might be, we don't need to do that, but for a lease, might not be too bad of an option. But this thing right here, though, I don't know, everyone. I think, you know what? Yeah. What's our combinations on? Oh. So it's not very big, I don't think, because if we look at the combos, Volvo Universal Bucket, well, that's a little bit bigger than the one we have. Yeah, this must not be a very big loader because only 1,000 liters for this bucket. That's half of what we currently have. This bucket is a little bit more than what we currently have. But I wonder if the reach on this bad boy, we got to try it, right? Safety frame, yes and no. Oh, okay. All right. Beacons, yes and no. License plate, we're not going to worry about. Trailer board with some wide tires. I'm sorry, Michelin's. Continental standard and wide. Midas wide. Vridestein is standard and wide. And Trailerborg is standard and wide. I usually stick with the Michelin's. And they're only in wide. How much for lease? See, that's so cheap. We could buy this thing outright, but let's lease it first. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right. Little old school, I think. Oh, but I think it does have... That's a bigger reach, right? Maybe it's not much of a bigger reach. All right, let's we could probably just, oh no, it's a wheel loader. Our bucket won't work, will it? The one that we have. I wonder. Wait a minute. So combinations are here. However, what if we were to get this 3,500 liter bucket? It might look a little bit goofy because it's kind of big. Or should I just play it safe? There's a 4,000 liter bucket. That would probably look massive on that thing, though. All right, we'll lease this thing. It's 42 bucks. It's not like we're wasting a ton of money here on this. Kind of matches the old Vermeer equipment, doesn't it? I need to learn how to steer. Let's at least give it a shot. I'm kind of going on the fly here, so just bear with me on this. I didn't really plan any of this, nor did I anticipate using any of the Platinum Pack equipment necessarily. I was going to actually show you all just a little bit of the equipment, and I was also looking at this. I'm glad I wasn't losing my mind, by the way, because I was really starting to question. It does come with 2 Volvo trucks. I knew I saw this thing, I thought, in a couple of the previews. And this to me is the old school 1980s, I think, or 90s F-16 Globetrotter. I like this thing. I think it's pretty sweet looking. I've seen one in real life, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. This newer FH16 is also kind of nice looking, but I kind of prefer the old school one. And I couldn't remember if I saw both of them, and I thought I was losing my mind. Like, I thought I was seeing stuff. Would not have been ultimately that surprising if that were the case. I'm not going to lie to you, but... Alright, let's try this little guy. He's not a lot bigger. He's not really that much bigger, is he? He looked bigger. Now let's just see what his reach is like. We could always try a bigger bucket on him. I wonder if he can hold a back weight. Might be able to get a back weight for him at some point. The little Kubota turns better. Has a nicer turn radius. I'll give it that. Okay, so he does have a little bit of a reach. Not a lot, but a little bit of a reach advantage over our little Kubota. I'd like to get both of these going. The first thing that came to my mind was the Follow Me mod, but that would probably be a little bit disastrous, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Love it. I don't know, I like this thing. I like this little Volvo. It's pretty sweet. I got to get used to the fact that it doesn't turn nearly as sharp, though, as our little Kubota. That pivoting frame on the Kubota does make a big difference for turning radius, no doubt. Oh, I'm so glad this thing dumps and doesn't start picking up on me again. That would make my life miserable, if I'm being honest. Sorry about the jerky camera sometimes, y'all, because it's just it's me getting used to this mouse, and I need to speed it up, and I'll do that for our next episode so that you're not getting sick watching me move this up and down. I should get my joystick attached. Oh, Brad, you need to do that. It'd be really handy right now to have that little side stick, wouldn't it? But you know, I'm enjoying it. This is fun stuff. I actually like doing this stuff with Farming Simulator, and you know, yeah, I do. And that's why, you know, I'm starting to get a little bit of that logging itch too. I'm starting to feel that that coming on. Now, why is this part of the expansion pack? I guess I haven't paid that much attention, but is there some what is the use for this on Silver Run? Kind of curious, or did they just add it as more equipment and you can just use it anywhere you want, I guess? But yeah, something I saw today from Driver 53. He's a console player, by the way, so if any of you console players out there are looking for console videos and good tips for console players, Driver 53 is really good. And he came out with a video today of his top 5 reasons to purchase the Platinum Pack, which is fine, you know, whatever, take it for what it is. But one of the things he showed that I thought was really cool, and I didn't know this, were the contracts that were added to the Platinum Pack for Silver Run. And there are a couple contracts on there that would be really fun. One of them is super simple. You just buy a chainsaw and you have to go around and cut dead wood. Another one of the contracts they added was breaking up boulders. I thought, okay, that might actually be kind of entertaining. Going around smashing rocks. I think I could do that. I think that'd be pretty fun. Maybe on days when you want to relieve a little bit more stress than others. Why not? Okay, what's first person view like in this thing? So we go up, we scoop, bring that bad boy up. Guess I could have moved you, little guy. Could have moved that little Kubota. Made life a little easier. I need to start lining up towards the back of the trailer, I think. This is the part that is hard to... It's dumping. It didn't dump all the way. Is our trailer full? I wonder if our trailer is full. Let's check our trailer. It is full. Alright. That's cool. Let's take this little guy over to our storage barn. Oh yeah, he's feeling the weight. Little M6 is feeling the little M6 is feeling the weight of this silage. I can tell you that. He'll get it though. He'll get it. I figure the best thing to do for us right now is just to give it a quick store in the barn, and we can decide later what we want to do with it. I think silage also sells. Oh, Brad, this is the wrong place, by the way. Good try, but that was absolutely wrong. Oh, and I forgot I pulled a bale out of our barn to feed our sheep. We can do that later, though. But I think silage's top price is winter as well, isn't it? Along with grass and hay, I think. Boy, he's got some weight there, man. He is breaking hard. Let's see here. We'll dump our silage in here. That's why I really do like this mod, this storage shed. This particular one. I really like the fact that we can pull that silage out loose, or if we decide to, we can pull it out in bales. And I really like that about this particular mod. Let's run back on over here. I'll tell you, I am tempted. I'm tempted to get us a semi and a larger trailer. If I'm not lying, if I'm not kidding, I really would like to have a little bit more storage capacity, or a little bit more trailer capacity, and it would come really in handy too when we go to sell. Instead of having to lease one all the time, just have one on the farm. Thinking big already. Got to get money first, though, right? This silage will be a good step in the right direction for some cash, though. I think we'll make out pretty good cash with this, with our efforts here with this silage. This little Volvo, it's really growing on me. I'm really starting to like her. Really starting to like her. I like the old, kind of the old look of it. It handles this weight pretty good too. I mean, it's a little loosey-goosey in the back end, but not too bad. I want to try it with a bucket that's about twice this size, and see how she manages. In fact, nothing to it but to do it. Let's go see what's a bigger bucket gonna run us for lease. Wheel loader tools, 3,500. That's even bigger. That's almost 1,000 liters bigger than what we have now. Boy, 14 grand. Shoosh. $2,000. That's all this little guy was. I wish he was bigger, but he's only 1,000 liters. There's a Volvo bucket there. That's only 10.5. That's 3,600. That's 3,000. That's even bigger than the one we have. 5,000 liters. Boy, I don't know though. I think that's going to be pretty hefty for our little guy. But this one though, that's an extra 1,200 liters. Yeah. Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. I'm just in that kind of mood where it's like, oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's drop this bucket off here and leave it here just in case we need to do a swapola. That other one becomes a little too beefy for this thing to handle. What's the horn like on this thing? Okay, yeah. Is that real? I mean, is that really what their horns sound like in real life? I mean, you see this thing coming. Really? I can't believe that's legit. Maybe it is, but wow. I don't know. That doesn't look too bad, right? I like that yellow, those yellow accent colors right there on the bucket. Kind of makes it blend in. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I actually I can't believe I'm talking about accent colors on this stuff. Anyways, let's go give it a shot. Let's go see how this thing does. I didn't even look to see if it I didn't even look to see what products it picks up, but I gotta believe it'll work. Lights are pretty good on this thing too. Yeah, this little Volvo's, it's winning my heart. It really is. I like the sound of the motor too, but it's winning me over. No doubt winning me over. All right, little Volvo. All right, little Volvo. Okay, so we're full. Oh, yeah, he's got a little more weight on him now. Look at that rear suspension. Just getting it. Let's see if we can see. Can't really see. Maybe it's more the front, or it's just the tires, the sidewalls on the tires folding out. I don't know. Oh well, it's a lease. We don't care. It's gonna go back to Fred, and he can deal with any repairs. I think we should try the biggest bucket on this thing. I mean, I don't see why not. It's handling this. Uh-oh. 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 That's... Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's not tall enough. I can't, Why don't you dump it, Mr. Bucket? I don't think it's tall enough to, that's as high as it'll go. I don't think I've got enough reach to be able to get the bucket. Wait a minute, though. Hold on a second. I don't think the bucket will spin down far enough. Wait, what's... Huh? Why isn't it... It's not emptying. It's not emptying. Open, close, follow. I don't think I'm doing anything. That's weird, right? Yeah, it's not emptying. How is that possible? You're seeing that too, right? Wheel loader buckets. We rented our leased. Which one did we? Oh, that's right. It's in our leased items. this guy, this one's working fine, but this one, and it's got the right fill types. They both have the same fill types, it looks like. Huh. Maybe it's something to do with, since it's attached. You know what? That might be what it is. Okay, I got an idea what's wrong here. I got a thought. Look out. I've got a thought. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to prove my theory with our little Kubota or not. But let's go over here. And I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just, it's not dumping. That's as far as it'll flex down. And I think it's actually a combination of the Volvo. Oh, don't spill there, buddy. I think it's a combination of this Volvo not being able to flex far enough forward like that, and this bucket. I think that's the problem. So I think if we find... Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. Oh, but the Kubota is not a wheel loader, though, is it? Yeah, this bucket, the little Kubota is not going to be able to pick up that bucket, is it? Just for fun, I'm going to try it real quick. I don't think the Kubota is going to be able to... Whoops. I don't think the Kubota is going to be able to pick up this bucket, though. I think they're different attachers. But that's my theory, is the Volvo that we have cannot tilt this particular bucket forward enough. Yeah, it's not the right attacher. I didn't think so. It's kind of stupid trying it, but hey, why not? Seen weirder things. So... what that means is, oh, hi buddy. I always like to see the animals running around. What that means is, in order to use this bucket, we're probably going to have to lease. Oh, that's a shame. We're going to have to lease a bigger wheel loader. 252,000. Oh, daddy likes though. All right. We're going to call this the end of the episode. I got to get going anyways, but we'll figure this out. I'll either figure it out before Thursday's episode, or we'll figure it out together. Leave a comment if you think I'm losing my mind over that, because I do think that's the issue. I just don't think this thing has enough frontward, you know what I'm saying? Can't toggle or can't rotate this thing forward enough to empty this bucket and the way the fill plane and the dump plane is on this bucket. That's my guess. At least that's the guess. I'm going to stick to it. You know what we could do real quick, though? Oh, Brad. Okay, let's try this. I know you guys just don't look. Oh, it's dumping everywhere. Don't do that. Go like that. Okay, good. All right. Let's see if we can dump this back in here. Yeah, just to empty this bucket out. All right, good. All right, cool. So we got a little bit of silage. Got a little bit of silage over here we can pick up, but at least we can return this bucket. Now it's empty. We'll return it empty. We're not going to lose a lot anyways, but we'll return that bucket, and you know what? Yeah, let's play around a little bit with finding another wheel loader that maybe will work a little bit better with a bigger bucket, because there's a lot of silage. I mean, we did tap into it a bit, but look how much we have left. So it'd be nice to get a big one to get that thing kind of emptied out. Sooner the better. Hey, thanks everyone again, though, for joining me on this episode of Kubota Farm. Enjoy the Platinum Expansion Pack if you get a chance to. I encourage you to check it out. Like I said, my initial impressions, I certainly think the map is gorgeous. And I'm starting to get a little bit of a tickle for logging, so who knows? We've got a lot of trees on in East Vineland that maybe we can have a little fun with, too, at some point. But, hey, take care of yourselves. Most importantly, take care of each other. And I will see you all Thursday back here in East Vineland. Have a great night, y'all.